Good afternoon. This is Rooster with Roller Rooster, and today's video is going to be a little bit different. This is not TMC specific, but this is for those interested in getting your CDL. I'm going to lay out a little step-by-step process on how you can get your CDL as cost-effective and as quickly as possible. So without further ado, I'll get right into it. So I'm here at TMC now, attending the CDL Academy, their driving course here. I have a video. I'll link it somewhere. You can see I called most of the mega carriers, did the research, duration, cost, tuition reimbursement, travel, food. I did all that stuff. There's a video, like I said, I'll link it somewhere. Not sure how to do that yet, but I'll figure it out once I get done with this video. And so I chose TMC for a couple different reasons, and that's why I'm here now. But all the guys here always asking me, "Hey, how did you get here? Why did you choose to get your CDL? You seem like you are like a businessman or a college professor or something." And they're not far off. So I'm 49. I'll be 50 next year, and this is basically my third career. Um, I started off as a Marine, enlisted at 18. Did that. After getting out of the Marine Corps, I was a contractor for maybe 18 months. And then after that, I worked at MSP, which is a managed service provider IT company. So while I was a contractor, we had a few issues pop up, and we had called tech support, right? And I became friendly with the guys at tech support, and they taught me some things over the phone and via video, and I was able to fix some things myself in the field without having to keep calling back. And that just got me interested in IT. Next thing you know, working for an IT company as help desk, and I worked my way up. So from help desk all the way up to senior vice president and director positions. And then I started my own MSP company, and then I ended up selling that company to the company that I worked for previously. And then doing all that, I got tons of certifications. I was a instructor. I taught other people certifications. Um, so they're not too far off. I've been an instructor and a teacher for many, many years. Also a business owner and business manager, basically manager of people. So they're not too far off. So with all that being said, they asked, well, isn't that pretty lucrative? Isn't that, um, you know, making good money? And yeah, the short answer is yes, it is. And I did that for a long time. And I just got bored with it. And then also, um, at the level that I was at, I was pretty much hands off at the highest level. Even when I started my own company, I was hands on, but then as I hired people, I got less and less hands on. Um, so it got bored. It's fun to run a business. It's fun to start it. It's your baby. It's your creation. It's your ideals. You put your heart and soul into it. But then as it grows and grows and grows, you need to start hiring on other people to manage it. And then also surround yourself with people that smart people that know different things, that know things that you don't know. And then eventually you got a great team in place. And then I had that, and then I sold the company. So with that being said, I would pay attention to different um, I pay attention to different things happening in the market, different markets. And one of the things I saw was just the trucking market, and I saw that it was about to explode in 2026. And here we are. It's March, right? First quarter, and I'm here getting my CDL. Came here on March 8th, so I'm very much in tune with the market. I saw that they closed down over 9,000 CDL schools. I saw where they were headed with the non-domicile CDL drivers. I saw the Delilah law coming into effect. I saw that the new CDL school regulations coming into effect in July. Saw all of that, and it's all falling in place where it should be. And with all that being said, now is a great time, perfect opportunity to get into trucking. So I dove in head first. Now, with that being said, I can also see the future. I can see, 10 to 15 years from now, the autonomous trucks, the electric trucks, that'll have taking over for the most part. And don't get me wrong, there'll still be lanes, there'll still be areas for smaller logistics companies that can handle these quick trips and handle things that Quite frankly, some of the mom and pop transportation companies, they won't be able to afford the fully autonomous and electric trucks to start with, but also it's going to take that long because we don't have the infrastructure here in America to support supercharging stations for truck and trailer trucks, right? Semi trucks. We don't have that, so we have to build all that out. And you think parking is bad now? They're going to have to find parking for all these trucks with the ability to charge them at the same time. So that's a few years down the road. So right now, perfect opportunity to get in, strike while the iron's hot, they say, and make some money. Now, as a new driver and no experience and coming on as a commercial driver, will you have the ability to reap all those benefits? Probably not. Owner operator, leasee, if you're starting a full trucking company or a logistic company, last mile, whatever you want to call it, those guys, yeah, definitely. So who knows what the future will hold for me. But step one, get your CDL. So with that being said, how do you get your CDL? Well, first of all, you need to have a regular driver's license. It needs to be, make sure that it's not any suspensions or revocations. Make sure you don't have anything like that happening. Make sure it's a permanent license, not a permit or provisional. So that's step one. So what I would do, contact your carriers, your mega carriers, find out who you want to go to work with, find out if they have any requirements, but also find out if they do any reimbursement for your DOT physical, your hazmat, and your TWIC. So my first step would be to go register for your TWIC and hazmat at the same time. It's the same place. Take your fingerprints and take your picture. Costs some money, but you'll get that back later on. So do that, TWIC and hazmat at the same time. As soon as you do that, go get your physical. I know it may seem kind of out of place, but trust me, this is the process you want to do if you want to get everything done as soon as possible and in the right order. TWIC, hazmat, DOT physical. As soon as you have those three things, download the CDL Prep app on your iPhone or your Android and start practicing. You want to look at the general knowledge, combination vehicle, and air brakes. Study those. I downloaded it, we'll say on a Wednesday. Study Wednesday afternoon, studied off and on Thursday. Friday went and took my test. Like it's that simple. So now going back again. TWIC, hazmat, dot physical, CDL prep. Next day, go into your DMV, sign up, say you want to get your commercial learner's permit. If you have those three things in place, pass the test, you're on your way. Now, the reason why I say get your physical first is because if you don't, you'll have an exempted status on your permit. And if you're leaving out of your state to go to another state, you won't be able to drive. So they don't tell you that, but that's an important aspect. So I live in Virginia, TMC's here in South Carolina. If I wanted to drive on the road in South Carolina, I can't be exempted. Now, with that being said, TMC gives you a dot physical once you get here, but it's not relayed back to your permit. So take the permit, excuse me, I got a scratch in my throat here. Get your dot physical first. Take that. When you come out to school, they'll give you another physical along with your analysis and all that stuff. You'll be good to go. Now, the next step after that, once you have your permit, is to go to a training and make sure you check with the FMCSA and make sure your school you're going to is a legit registered school. On July 1st, all the rules are changing again. You'll have to be required 160 hours of training. That includes your book time, your drive time, and your observation time. TMC is already in that model, but some schools aren't. That's okay. If you go now, after July 1st, all schools will be in that mandatory model. So make sure you check FMCSA and make sure your school that you want to go to, all the mega carriers, Schneider, Prime, Swift, all those guys are currently registered and they're up to date, so don't worry about that. And then you, when you're at school, you do all your schoolwork. Obviously, you get your behind the wheel time, and you do your 4 maneuvers. So the 4 maneuvers are box stop, 100-foot straight back. It's just you backing the truck and trailer back up. The forward offset and the reverse offset. It's basically, reverse offset is basically parallel parking, and a forward offset is just pulling forward, going over to your left, and coming back to your right and getting out of a spot. Pretty simple. And then you have your behind the wheel test or on the road test. And now that on the road test, they're going to take you. You're going to do some left hand turns, some right hand turns. You would do an emergency stop, a couple other things, but it's nothing too crazy. They're really just checking to make sure you understand the rules of the road. You understand how to control your vehicle. That's one of the main things they're looking for. Making sure you're not speeding, making sure you stop at all stop signs, all traffic signals. Make sure while you're on your test and with the trainer, tester, observer with you, 2 hands on the wheel. And when you're coming down hills or coming to stop, you need to control the vehicle and have a smooth deceleration and brake. If you could do all that, you'll pass the test. My test is going to be Wednesday or Thursday. I'm not sure yet. I'll find out tomorrow. Tomorrow we pick our trailer that we want to drive, or trailer, that we want to pull. And we have 2 different types of trailers here. We have Benson and we have Fontaine. They handle differently. Fontaine has disc brakes, so for pre-trip it's a little easier. Benson has drum brakes, so you have to know all the drums break down, just slack adjusters and push rods and all that stuff. But anyways, I'll make that decision tomorrow, and I'll keep you up to date and let you know how the test goes. But that's it. TWIC Hazmat, dot physical, CDL prep, learner's permit, and then school. And you got it. 6 steps. If you have any questions, send me an email, drop a comment, and I'll get back with you. All right, good luck. Want to see you guys out there on the road. Peace.